He read it in the press, his own name erased from his child's birth record, and what Meghan said next shattered everything. In a stunning royal twist, Prince Harry didn't learn from his wife or the palace that Meghan Markle had filed to remove his name from Archie's birth certificate. He found out from a headline. What followed was an explosive confrontation behind closed doors, and then Meghan dropped a bombshell no one saw coming. You're not even the biological father. Sources say the fallout was immediate and irreversible. Why did Meghan make this legal move in secret? What led to this chilling confession? And how deep does this story go? Stay with us, because what you're about to hear may change everything you thought you knew about the Sussexes. Before we continue, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell for updates. What if the very foundation of a royal family, its lineage, its bloodline, was based on a lie? Imagine waking up one morning as one of the most recognizable figures on the planet, a prince whose every move is scrutinized by the global press, only to find that your entire identity as a father, as a husband, as a royal, is now being called into question, not by an outsider, not by a hostile tabloid, but by the very woman you thought had sworn loyalty to you for life. This is not just a story of betrayal. It is a ticking time bomb that has rattled the walls of Buckingham Palace, exposing a crack in the royal image so wide that even the most loyal subjects can no longer look away. In the early months of 2021, a seemingly routine legal form made its way through the royal administrative chain. A name change on a birth certificate, an act that, under normal circumstances, would raise no eyebrows. After all, people amend records for all sorts of mundane reasons. But this was no ordinary name, and this was no ordinary child. The paperwork involved the name of Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, being removed from the birth certificate of his firstborn child, Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. And what made this bureaucratic blip a scandal of international proportions wasn't just the fact that it happened. It was who found out, when they found out, and what came immediately after. Sources deep inside the royal circle confirmed that Prince Harry himself was never informed of the amendment beforehand. He didn't sign it. He didn't authorize it. He didn't even know it existed. Instead, he discovered the truth the same way the rest of the world did, through a leak to the press. By the time the front pages of Britain's most notorious tabloids splashed headlines like "Duchess erases Duke from Archie's papers," the damage was already done. The press went into a frenzy, commentators speculated furiously, and inside Frogmore Cottage, a confrontation was brewing that would make royal history. Behind those closed doors, what began as a demand for answers reportedly escalated into a confrontation so intense that palace staff were ordered to maintain strict silence. Eyewitnesses later described muffled shouting, doors slamming, and Harry pacing around the grounds into the early hours. But nothing could have prepared him for what Meghan reportedly said in that moment of anger and confrontation. "You're not even the biological father." That's what she allegedly told him. 5 words that detonated a nuclear bomb in the heart of one of the most famous families on Earth. This revelation, if true, isn't just a personal tragedy. It's a constitutional crisis. It raises questions about royal succession, lineage, and legitimacy. Could it be possible that the heir Harry is introduced to the world, the child he cradled with pride, isn't biologically his? And if so, why did Meghan choose now to make this statement? Was it a heat-of-the-moment confession or a calculated move amid legal and public relations chaos? To fully grasp the magnitude of this controversy, we must go back to the moment of Archie's birth in 2019, and even earlier, to Meghan's carefully managed rise into the royal spotlight. When Archie was born, it was meant to be a moment of joy, of healing. For a royal family battered by public scandal and internal tensions, his arrival symbolized a fresh start. The world was told the Sussexes wanted privacy. They skipped the traditional hospital steps photo op. They offered only carefully curated images. Even the birth announcement was delayed. Now, in retrospect, every one of those choices is being re-examined with suspicion. Was this a mother simply protecting her child from the harsh glare of royal life? Or was it something more? Was it a prelude to a secret that could not be buried forever? Meghan, praised by many for her poise and charisma, has also been accused of being calculating, ambitious, and fiercely protective of her